My name is Yoshikage Kira. I'm 33 years old. My house is in the northeast section of Morio, where all the villas are, and I am not married. I work as an employee for the commander of the 7th Squadron, and I get home every day by 8 p.m. at the latest. I don't smoke, but I occasionally drink. I'm in bed by 11 p.m. and make sure I get 8 hours of sleep no matter what.
You want to know how I fucking know SpongeBob's lying about that shit? There is no shot the 7th Squadron lets you go to bed by 8 p.m.
Oh, and he also forgot to mention his stretches and glass of warm milk before going to bed.
I didn't have enough characters for that. Hello, welcome. The Antibodies are back. It's been an extended absence, and by that I mean it's been like 1 day longer than normal. And for that, I apologize. It's not my fault at all, but I love apologizing.
I
kind of make me a great houseboy.
It would have been my fault. Matt does want to be the best houseboy of all time.
It's true.
It's his goal, really.
Put me on a pirate ship, I'll be a cabin boy. I don't care.
It's his Nendo, if you will.
It just better be a crew of all Amazonian women that could stomp me into dust, is all.
And bully you around and push you around, and then also like spy on you while you're taking a bath in the
they don't
little
have
barrel.
to. They don't have to.
No,
yeah, they just want to.
Well, I can't stop them because I'm just a cabin boy. But if they want to, I mean, I guess it's okay.
You're the cabin boy that's signed up for all the extra fun perks.
The extra fun perks, like, hey, cabin boy, go eat that rat.
I don't think anybody's asking the cabin boy to eat a rat.
Maybe you've never been on a pirate ship.
You're right. That's because I refuse to go on cruises.
So anyways.
That ties in directly with the show.
Yeah, speaking of pirate ships, we're here to talk about One Piece, chapter 1100 and... Oh, wait, never fucking mind. Thanks, Oda.
You're right. He's just getting us ready for the Flash piece.
Bro doesn't get to take breaks like this. This dude takes more breaks in like a month than I do in a fucking year. I don't even get to use vacation time to go see my niece. I have to just go on like a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, but that's also because you're not like
2 of the 3 days will just be spent in the airport.
Trudeau.
Yeah, that's unfortunately true. Yeah.
And you know what? That whole time,
I'm going
to be waiting for this One Piece chapter that's not coming ever.
It's coming.
I think it's probably actually done now, getting the final touches, and it'll be leaked tomorrow.
That's what they want you to think. But you know what? They're going to put out some half-ass slop, and then Oda's going to say, oh, I need another week off. That was too tough. It's like when I get back from a vacation and I say, oh, I got to go on vacation again, man.
Hey, busy guy. He's working on the live action. He's working on the Lego sets. He's giving his.
There's no way he's working on the Lego sets.
I think he might be working on the Lego sets.
Like building the Lego sets.
Yeah.
He's
the one coming up with the designs.
No, like assembling them, like for fun.
Yeah, to see how long it should take.
Like working on them. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. It's good practice. Keeps the fingers nimble.
True.
You know what else keeps the fingers nimble? Continuing the fucking story instead of writing more flashbacks.
No. The flashbacks keep the blood going. The creative juices flowing.
I'm gonna quote the great Danny Brown here. So, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Ain't nobody should live like that. And you know what? That's what One Piece is. Because every time we make progress, we take another 2 months of fucking flashbacks. And you know what? Oda's gonna fucking die. And this isn't a threat. He's just gonna regular die of natural causes before One Piece ends.
Don't even put that evil out there. What the
I don't know why I had to say that in that voice that made it sound like it was still a threat.
What the fuck was that? What? That's crazy.
Maybe I watched The Sopranos too much. Maybe it's rubbing off on me.
What have you been doing since our last episode?
Yeah. The Antibodies are here to rub off on anime. or about anime to anime. Before we get into that, let's get into each other.
No pause.
Yeah. No pause. Hands. Me and the wifey went to Connecticut. We're part of a wedding. Absolutely beautiful up there. After that, we went and spent a couple days in New York City while the World Cup finals was going on. So shit was crazy busy. We only spent 2 days there, so it was a lot of hustle and bustle running around. But it was a good time.
I wish they would have had more fights in the World Cup finals. I just don't think there was enough fights in that soccer game.
You're right. Hopefully hockey's coming up soon. I don't know the rotation of sports, but maybe you'll get your fix.
We've more or less finalized the draft and free agency period, so now we're about to start getting into like the nitty gritty of like someone's gonna make a big time trade.
But
hopefully it's the Flyers for Connor McDavid. Just saying.
You know, speaking of flying, I got a lot of anime watching done.
Oh, good.
Kind of. Finished Witch Hat because I'd been putting it off. Watched the first 2 episodes of the new Ghost of the Shell. Phenomenal. Watched Chainsmoker Cat. Although that one not at the airport. That was a night before.
Okay, interesting. I was considering putting that on as like a pocket pick later this season.
It is very good in a bad
It's funny.
way.
Oh, it's awful in a good way. I read a bit of the manga and thought it was pretty funny.
I'm reading the manga actively. I was reading it at work today. I'm so ashamed.
Yeah.
And then also was watched Smoking Behind the Supermarket with you, and it was as good as I expected it to be. Having read the manga, I kind of knew, but they did it justice. It was good.
Excellent.
I fuck with it heavy. I think this could be the Antibody season where we get sponsored by Big Tobacco.
Hell yeah. I'll start smoking on stream.
Is it because one of us actually hits their vape all the time on stream?
I'll stop vaping and start smoking cigarettes again. I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah.
Pay me.
Hell yeah.
It's not fuck you, pay me. It's fuck me, pay me.
I'll pay you $1 per cigarette.
Catch me fucking Yanni Neko that shit.
Wait, that's actually profitable. That's profitable because a pack's like $7 to $10. There's
packs are more than that now. Bro, packs on average are like 10 to 15.
We're looking at 12 where I'm at right now, and that's just for Marlboro Reds.
Profits.
That's not for like
profitable.
That's not for like the fucking American spirits that I used to smoke.
Yeah. Oh no,
those motherfuckers are like 17. It's gross.
Yeah, it's still profitable.
Anyhow, maybe I'll just find 10,000 yen under my pillow, and then I can go buy more cigarettes.
True.
If not, I guess I'll just have to do favors for my landlord, who is a weird furry perv. But like,
that's a odd thing to call your wife.
No, my landlord,
got him.
Who's like 90.
Got him.
He's probably not 90. He's just bald.
Yeah.
No, anyways, Chainsaw Cat, pretty good anime. I like that the cat girls all have different, not like different addictions, but like very different like niches, I suppose. But they all come back to the same like central focus point of being chaotic cat girls.
Excellent.
So Chainsmoker Cat,
like a 10 out of 10 masterpiece.
Fucking fire, as long as you like poop jokes.
You know, we prefer the piss jokes.
Hey, they've got a really good piss bit. Did you know that idols don't pee?
Well, yeah, idols don't pee, girls don't pee, so female idols just get it all vacuum sucked out and put into their records.
Yeah,
and
something like
K-pop
that.
Sounds like that.
Absolutely, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Not me just saying K-pop sounds like straight doo-doo water.
That's really.
Anyways,
oh my god,
that was really fucked up of me. I only half meant it. Half because I do like some K-pop.
I'm gonna let it go.
Yeah, you should let it go.
Just know I'm resenting you.
That's fine. That's fine. I said what I said. I'll stand on it. Anyways, my week, I played a bunch of Absalom. Chloe and I are trying to actually beat Absalom. Actually, our last run we just did was almost the run. We did get all the way to the Sun King with 1 extra life. Beat his first full life bar without dying. And then we got fucked up by his time mechanics. So we then beat him, but we both lost our extra life beforehand, right before he died. So then Absalom just killed us anyways. But we were very close. It felt good. Started actually playing The Last of Us. I'm pretty middling on it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like it's obviously a well-made game and everything works well and it looks good. I don't know if I'm necessarily having fun playing it with the mechanics presented to me. And then I also kind of don't like Joel. Just I straight up am not a fan of Joel Miller here.
I will not accept that kind of slander. You cannot speak of Joel Embiid like this.
Joel Embiid's fine, but Joel Miller...
You can say what you want about K-pop, but I will die for Joel Embiid. Not my country, not this fuck-ass army, not this fuck-ass president, but for Joel Embiid, I would set myself on fire on the steps of the fucking art museum.
Right
Joel
in front
Embiid's
of the Rocky statue. I didn't say Joel Embiid, though. I said Joel Miller from The Last of Us.
No, the guy that Pedro Pascal...
Yeah, the guy that I don't know. He's not my favorite guy. So me then knowing what happens in The Last of Us 2, I'm just I'm then getting in my head people like this guy that much. They got upset that he got it. Spoilers for Last of Us Part 2. He got his brains bashed in. They're upset that this fuck got that happen to him. He's obviously going to happen to him. He's running around murdering everybody. Unironically, just murdering everyone. Even before Ellie started, he murdered people on the day of the outbreak intentionally so they could get away. Some of them weren't even infected.
I think maybe
just straight up, he murdered people for his daughter that then got shot.
Expecting for it to be much more tragic and much less grotesque.
I'm not going to get upset because I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I haven't seen the ending of The Last of Us game yet. So maybe my feelings on this may change.
Well,
but I am so...
Look at the first major character death in The Last of Us game. How it's what's-her-face sacrificing herself to the zombie horde or whatever, to the clicker horde.
No, the first major character death is the daughter getting shot.
That's
and the
whatever
sequence.
I mean, it's not whatever.
It's not whatever. You're literally playing as her at the beginning of the game.
Yes, the first post-zombie apocalypse one, I guess.
Yeah, it's Tess, and it's after y'all get Ellie.
Compare
it's
that.
Not really Tess. It's the woman before Tess, but you don't really spend any time with her, and she's not built up as a friendly person.
I'm just saying,
it's not even necessarily
compare
confirmed. The first confirmed one
to what actually happens for Joel's ending, and it's very stark. I think is kind of why people are upset about it. Where it was they were expecting it to be a moment and not, a spectacle or whatever you want to call it.
And what did they think this person running around shivving people and strangling them to death deserved?
I mean, it's not about deserved. It's about expectations.
Fair enough, I suppose. But yeah, if and when I beat it and get to that part in The Last of Us 2, I'll have a more informed opinion on this. But as of right now, just not liking the Joel Miller.
Just do what I did and watch all the cutscenes spliced together like Mortal Kombat.
No, because that's not actually playing the game. like I'm sure my opinion on the Souls franchise
It's such a good
will
bit, though,
change.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm sure my opinion on the Souls game will change here post haste, as I now have all the Dark Souls games except for Sekiro, because that's too parry based for me, Matt. I'm sorry.
So I've been getting kind of more into parry games lately. And by that, I mean Jacob bullied me into playing 9 Souls on stream the other day. And let me tell you, it feels good. It's very, very annoying. Fair. But like when you finally crack the code, it just feels good.
Nice. You know who else cracked the code? Christopher Nolan, because I saw The Odyssey.
Thank goodness.
Good movie.
How much can we talk about it without getting in trouble?
We can talk about probably Tristan and
I was gonna say I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it.
That's the worry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean,
you know the story of the Odyssey. It was slightly warped. I'm not going to call it bastardized, but they did change some pretty key elements of the story. And I have a feeling it was to accommodate a certain actor that was added like halfway into the production process.
Interesting.
That being said,
they skipped. My biggest complaint is the change they did on the island with Cersei.
Yeah,
not the whole year being spent, but why the men were transformed. Because in the original story, they were actually acting like that the moment they stepped onto the island. You know,
they would have done it. It's like, no, motherfucker, you had a dream. I cheated on you. I can't be in trouble for that.
Yeah, that's my biggest complaint. I guess that's a mild spoiler for Tristan, is that they did remove like the sex related stuff with Odysseus involving the characters, but like that's fine or whatever. This still the main like point and meaning of the 5,000-year-old story is there. So
all men are beasts that crave young flesh. Unfortunately.
Yes, something of that nature. But yeah, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. Thankfully, I've seen zero grifter talk about the movie on my feed. Granted, I've been sick the past 3 days.
I can think of a very specific part where the grifters would be very upset, and it might have been my favorite part of the movie. Just saying.
I mean, I saw one secondhand grifter post of somebody like AI generating. I'm forgetting her name, but the person that's playing Helena, or Helen of Sparta, not of Troy, Helen of Sparta, is
she moved. Like she's not Jenny from the Block anymore.
Exactly. She Lupita. That's her first name, Lupita Nyong'o.
Yes.
Boom. I knew I had it in there. Yes. Or they AI generated like her face to look like a gorilla during like a scene where she was yelling. And I was like, this is fucking dumb as shit. Come on now. But yeah.
Conversely.
So thankfully
y'all see her at the fucking premiere in the fucking gold dress, man?
No, I don't look at those pictures. I mean, look at this.
It did things to me. It did things to me.
Look, not all of us are as lucky as you and get to go to the premiere, okay?
Listen, I get it. Like I was invited to some pretty swanky events, and I understand that, you know, there might have been an expectation for me to bring a friend. But instead I brought a hooker. Sue me.
I gotta say, you're not wrong, man. That is good. That is good stuff.
Anyways, yeah, I'd live inside of a piss-filled fake horse for God knows how many days for her. Absolutely, no questions asked.
Absolutely. I get why you did it, John Punisher. I understand you now.
No, fantastic though.
His name is Frank for 5 seconds.
Fucking Frank Castle, man.
It is funny though, and yeah, Peter Parker did a good job. I like Peter Parker in the movie.
He was good in the movie. I think normally I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, mostly because most of the acting of his that I'm familiar with is Spider-Man. So whatever. But normally I don't find myself being a fan of him. but he was
Really?
very, very good in this, and I'm glad he didn't try to put on a fake accent like they always fucking do when they do Greek and Roman myths.
No, I like that there's no accent. No accents here. And whoever played Penelope, she did wonderful as well. Truly wonderful.
What, Anne
Just
Hathaway?
truly a wonderful film. Is that who it was?
I have no fucking clue, man.
But yeah, Up and Down, masterpiece of a movie. It is.
Cinema.
It was probably the quickest.
Cinema.
Probably the quickest 3 hours I've ever spent in a movie theater in a long time. To be honest.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
I
didn't
also watched
see
The
it
Odyssey
in
this
IMAX,
week.
though.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, it was made for it, but I just saw it on a regular screen and I thought it was fine.
No, just project it onto your ceiling and you're fine.
Not all of us have those $50 projectors off the Instagram shop.
It wasn't off the Instagram shop. It was off of, I put it on my phone screen and turn the brightness way up. Could you imagine?
That's pretty good.
Could you imagine? I wish.
I mean, if you had a magnifying glass, that could theoretically work.
There is probably some capacity where you can put a lens over it to make it at least somewhat legible, but I couldn't even imagine how like finely tuned that would need to be.
Yeah, I mean, because that's all a projector is. It's just getting the. We don't need to get into
just
this.
The perfect angle of the lens for it to refract in a way that it doesn't lose quality or lose too much quality. Yeah. But whatever. That's not why we're here. I also watched The Odyssey. Pretty good movie, I would say. You guys want to talk about it again?
Yeah, we can talk about it whenever Tristan watches it.
Great, fantastic. Tristan, I'll send you a link.
Because there are a few more so than just the Cersei change. There are other changes to the story. One of which is a minor nitpick, just because I like the way it went down originally, because I like a good shit talk bit. There was not the good shit talk bit there, but there's other changes as well. So we can talk about it later.
Beyond watching The Odyssey, I've been up to big things. Big things such as I got the new DLC for The Binding of Isaac, and it's really, really fucking hard. But it has online co-op. Well, Repentance Plus as opposed to Repentance. So, like, it's a separate download, but it was free for people that already had Repentance. And it enables online co-op, which is really good.
Interesting. That is kind of the only thing you care about, yeah.
It's not the only thing I care about. I played like 200 hours of Isaac before any online co-op even existed.
That's impressive.
That's like honestly, I'm probably closer to like 400 hours of Isaac actually, because I played a lot of it like on fucking Newgrounds.
Fair enough.
Outside of that, we've been cooking. You know, the old randomizer going pretty smooth, pretty fun. I'm rediscovering my affinity for Pokemon, but not so much so that I'm gonna buy a Switch 2 because fuck them. And apparently there was like an 11-hour live stream of a content creator like Hand and Brain Pokemon tournament put on by Wolf Click.
Nice.
Watched like an hour of it, saw an ad for Aethermancer, played some Aethermancer, have like 10 more hours of it I can watch, but I'm not going to get around to that for a minute, I don't think, because 10 fucking hours long. Some would say, why don't you just watch that in segments? And I would say, why don't I just watch a whole fucking movie instead? Like The Odyssey, yeah, like 4 times. That being said, whatever. Aethermancer, it's neat, it's fun. I love a roguelike. Creature collecting is fun and neat because, you know, silly little dudes. The fact that it's 3v3, just as like your standard format, is very interesting. Just by virtue of like, one of the big selling points is like, look at how many thousands of combinations we have, or potential combinations we have. And a big part of that is because you have 3 slots. The same way that we have a character in the show we're about to talk about that has like 8 different powers, but she has 2 slots because they manifest in her eyes.
It kind of the best, actually.
Mathematically kind of compounds on itself like that, where like she has 36 potential different powers that she can activate the same way like this has thousands of different combinations you can use on account of, like 500 dudes, but there are 3 slots. Depth. Yeah. Neat. Synergies.
I know. From my opinion on Aethermancer, you're probably only ever just going to use like 1 to 2 tanks and then a support, to be honest, based on how these roles were looking. Because I like I said, I played the demo earlier. First cleared all the way up to the 2nd floor.
Mm-hmm.
And my team was in fact just 1 tank and then 2 supports, and then I swapped it out for 2 tanks, 1 support, and I never had an issue again.
So you can do some goofy stuff when you start playing with it as you get a little further in, where like some I don't know what to refer to them as. Some Pokemon will fill multiple roles, or they'll kind of be like hybrids. So it'll kind of let you be more flexible as you meet more dudes or as you collect more pals. It's neat, it's fun, but that being said, it is very new and it is just a demo. So, it's a little rough around the edges. Casper.
It is Casper who's trying to kill me. But yeah, I let me know when the game's fully out. I'll give it another shot.
Hell yeah. Maybe they'll add co-op.
I was unimpressed.
Anyways,
6v6.
We here at Antibodies Incorporated have a job to do. On account of I'm the only one here on salary, and these two have been milking me for all I'm worth because I'm not John Moneybags. So me and my co-hosts are going to talk about anime now. On account of it's not Sunday. It's Tuesday. We're going to talk about anime now. This week,
Tuesday.
The Antibodies watched Chain Soldier Season 2, otherwise known as, believe it or not, Mato Seihai no Employee. Because
nice save.
We've done this bit before, and I'll keep doing the bit. But if it were an employer-employee relationship and not a master-slave relationship, I think across the board, everybody and their mother would recognize this show as peak. That being said, it does come with a problematic connotation, just by virtue of its existence. So that's something we'll have to live with. The sins of our forefathers and all that. One of the sins of our forefathers is that they didn't watch Chain Soldier Season 1 or Season 2. But we're making up for that because we here at Antibodies Incorporated care. And also, we're mega woke. So woke that obviously girl boss in charge. That's why we like Chain Soldier. It is based on a manga that I have still not read, but it's been on my list of things to read for year and a half now. Eventually we'll get around to it, I pinky promise. But whatever. In the meantime, we're going to keep watching the anime. So Takahiro can wait. I'm sure the story opens up as it gets further along, but right now we're kind of appreciating the visuals on account of its smutty summer, and that's what we're here for. And something very notable about those visuals is that they did not just use 2 production studios for the animation this season. Neither of those 2 studios was the same one that did Season 1. That being said, it still looks remarkably similar, which is good because it was very visually stunning in Season 1 to begin with. I will say there is, I don't want to call it tragic or anything, but there is kind of a notable difference in Tenka's face. I think some of the characters have had like minor changes to kind of like their facial expressions or like resting expressions, and maybe that's something about like time passing. Um, Most notably, it was Nen, the little pink-haired girl, the scouter, whatever you want to call her. And then also Tenka had like a very they kind of changed the proportions of her face. And like it's not a big deal. It's not that drastic or anything. That's just of the like character design changes, that's one that I kind of noticed without any research. Totally okay. Because honestly, 2 studios, possibly better than one. We had Hayabusa Film and Passion. Not to be confused with JoJo's. I know. I mean, maybe actually to be confused with JoJo's. This whole thing is just one big JoJo's bit.
Kind of is. It kind of is.
Being said, if Passion sounds familiar, it's because they are. You know, such greats that this anime has been compared to by the goats of Christmas past, such as myself. High School DxD.
Aroka, the Brave of the Six Flowers?
No.
Oh.
I mean, that probably also, I don't fucking know, but High School DxD. Last time we did Chain Soldier, I mentioned this as being like the Olympic torchbearer that inherited the flame from High School DxD as like a high fidelity action smut anime. And you know what? They got the studio for it too. So here we are.
They did.
I like Chain Soldier. You like Chain Soldier, don't you, Squidward? Anyways, we're going to talk about this anime before it goes straight to my thighs and then I blow up. The main character... The main character, Yuki, is just a nice little houseboy. He wanted to join the Demon Defense Corps as a houseboy to do chores for all the women that work so hard that he thinks deserve to enjoy their lives. And I'm not talking about like buying boner pills advertised to mid-looking men with kind eyes, but more so talking about doing dishes and folding laundry, but not their underwear. He's a houseboy. He's living my dream, honestly. And in return,
he's not a houseboy, Matt. He's not
for him living my dream, there's just this one little catch. Where like sometimes, you know, he transforms into a anthropomorphic dog. Anthropomorphic? There we go. Anthropomorphic dog man. And has to carry women around while fighting monsters. Some might say that's a bad thing. I would say it's a good thing on account of sometimes the monsters are fucking hot. Anyways, he does chores. We were introduced to all of the other bosses, not just the boss that, you know, owns him. Employs him. But we meet all the other bosses. 6 of the 8 of them we see naked. And then we meet the boss of all the bosses. And we see her naked. Kind of. Sort of. Turns out she likes dogs, which is really convenient for this main character. But at the same time, he also likes dogs.
He's not the type of dog she's looking for.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's a bad dog that needs to be taught lessons.
He needs to be thick.
So they go out on a date, if that's what you want to call it. And, you know, after some moments of eternal bliss, they have a compelled duty to fulfill so that they may both go on with their lives. And it involves, obviously, a dog being pet because it did good. It did what it was asked to, right? Well, no, the dog wants to pet you. So here we are.
Here we are indeed.
We're here awakening things in all of our viewers and ourselves. You're telling me that you wouldn't want to pet Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian?
No.
You're telling me that if Takamine could fire a Jewish space laser, you wouldn't...
Where are you going with it?
Listen. Listen. It's smutty summer. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
I mean, I already said I think the major captain is probably, probably best girl of the whole show.
She is outside of rather interesting.
Outside of the one person that makes the Utna bit happen, but she's not really about that life.
That's true.
We
get a hell of an ending to the season. As things progress, essentially, we're introduced to all of the captains. Most of them try to fuck Yuki, sort of, kind of. Things get a little bit dangerous, I guess you could say. And they find themselves in regular conflict with the Thunder Gods, who are like 8 monster girls that are just way cooler and tougher than a regular monster girl should be. Turns out they can eat dudes and then, use their juice. So, some would have thought maybe that's not up my alley on account of like my reaction to Kaiju number 8. But this is the opposite of Kaiju number 8. They're not going inside of the dudes. The dudes are being put inside of them. It's just Vor. It's chill. It's fine. It's whatever.
I was gonna say, so you've awakened your Vor proclivities.
I don't want to say yes, but Shushu do be a giant woman. So, like, if it were up to her, I wouldn't have any ground to stand on.
That's fair. That's fair.
That being said, I am a little disappointed.
Why you like Dark Souls so much. It's nothing but giant women.
It's not all giant women. There's only one giant woman, and she's not even real. Not that she's not a real woman. She's just not a real person. No, like the cop said she wasn't even supposed to be around. Like, it's not a big deal.
There's more than one giant woman. They're just in monster form.
You're talking about Quelaag, and also Quelaag's sister, and also Quelaag's other sister.
Yes, the Quelaag sisters, known from
the Witches of Isolith do be kind of bad, huh? They do be just kind of like Tarantras on like steroids, or maybe crystal meth. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, something I was a little disappointed about this season. And then we'll just kind of open the floor and talk about our favorite bits and then narrow down some characters and break it down from there with a little bit more structure than just letting me talk shit. Something I was disappointed in. Yes, it's great to expand the roster. Yes, I understand it's a harem anime. So, you got to have all kinds of different titties on the screen. I'm a little disappointed at how much of a heavy focus was put on the new women being added. As a 100 girlfriends who really love you fan, I just think that the main character should pay equal attention to all of his members of his harem.
Well,
otherwise they might die.
Given his position in life, he doesn't really get to make any choices now, does he?
That is very true. That is the best part.
Oh, I see. So now the truth comes out. Yes.
I love the idea of women providing the structure.
He shouldn't be able to read. Or even see his sister that they're so desperately trying to save.
No. They want him to see his sister.
I mean, they already saved the sister. She's fine. He doesn't need to see her anymore.
Yeah, the sister is fine. She's safe or
Very
whatever.
Fine. Very fine. Huge fan. Yeah. Let's open the floor up a bit. Favorite bits, least favorite bits, any notable major complaints?
No real complaints, believe it or not. I do believe season 2 is in fact better than season 1. I think the change in studios really helped a lot. I think the smut here is top tier smut. I think if you're not like me and have a right word to use here,
Alex isn't into race play.
Aversion to the slavery trope, well, for whatever reasons you may have. This is a quality smut action show with quality waifus abound.
I'm going to make a sub file for this show where all of the subtitles just replace the word slave with employee. And like any reference to it will be like lightly censored.
The sort of HR meetings.
Kind of, basically.
Yeah. I think probably one of my favorite bits of this show, unironically, was the Utna moment. And it was just because I literally pointed out my screen and said, "Oh my God, it's Utna." And like,
caught Alex doing the Leonardo DiCaprio shit.
I know that. Get this bot out of here.
What? No, I need AI viewers. I need AI viewers.
The fuck is an AI viewer? Get that shit out of my face.
No, wait. They're going to view my AI.
Remember that whole tangent I had earlier about how because people can't stand women in games media or people of other races, we now have to age verify for social media?
No.
I'm about to go on another one of those. Okay, it's gone. I'm good. I'm chill.
Everything's cool. Everything's fine. I agree. Cool. I think
my aim isn't guided by
was
hand.
Also the best.
It's guided by destiny.
Yeah, it's if not Finn Bakugo, it is in fact the captain of all captains.
Fem Bakugo?
Femkugo.
Hey, that kind of works.
Just thinking.
Which one? The one better than what I said.
So I'm curious. Elaborate on the Utna bit. What Utna bit are you talking about?
Well, whenever Finn Bakugo,
one of our favorite anime,
actually,
there is.
So
I'll let Alex explain it. They are much more well versed.
In the adolescence of Utna, to escape the school at the end of the day, Utna transforms into a car. So the Rose Bride, I'm forgetting her name. I'm forgetting.
I keep wanting to say Ashanti, but it's not Ashanti.
Don't get sick, people. It ruins your brain. Anyways, so that way she can ride Utna to freedom, away from the school, and able to make her own choices.
Yes,
I kind of forgot about that bit from the movie. I did kind of forget about that.
And then the fucking annoying classmate of theirs, dead ass, looked at Utna transform into a car and said, "You're not the only one that can transform into a car," and then transformed into a car, which makes it the Utna bit.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's like Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
to be fair, you have to have a very high IQ.
Yeah, and then whenever Finn Bakugo said, "It's my turn with the employee," she found out that her power with him is to make him turn into a motorcycle.
He literally
and then they did the Akira slide.
He literally turns into fucking Maridon.
I'm sure he's fun to ride on, in her opinion.
They had a great time patrolling the territory, it seemed. Based on like the events that followed.
Yeah, and then as usual, she backed out of not doing the reward.
No, they did the reward. They did the Titanic bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair. That's right. But yeah,
they did an indirect kiss in the car, and then she freaked out like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I did that!" And then got naked, and the car got all steamed up, and we saw a handprint on the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
You got me again.
I can't wait to tell my grandchildren about this and how I never loved their grandfather. I
can't wait to tell my grandkids about this time I fucked my motorcycle. So what? He turned into a man.
and how the motorcycle greatly surpassed their grandfather in every conceivable way. We're forgetting this part. We're forgetting this part of the stories is that it's not just to the people telling the stories grandchildren. It's how they're like, oh, I love them so much more than your grandfather in every way. It's not even close. It's so crazy. And then
anyways, I'm going to throw your inheritance in the ocean.
Yeah, it reminds me of my grandparents.
Oh man.
You ever hang out with your grandma and she just tells you about all like the dudes that were fucking took her to Pound Town?
Unfortunately not. Both my grandmas are dead.
Oh. You want to hang out with one of my grandmas? Neither one of them would talk about going to Pound Town.
Maybe. Are they racist?
Maybe. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah, I just have to ask.
One of them is...
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. Tristan, what were your favorite bits?
The regular amount of racist, and the other one is very, very Jewish. So she's kind of...
The regular amount of racist.
There's the regular amount of racist for her age in that time period, and then there's the Jewish one that's extra racist.
No, Jewish. The Jewish one has faced all kinds of trouble throughout her life on account of events that happened when she was young. Cough, cough.
Which has made her prejudiced to the outside world.
Yes, obviously. Where was the black community for me when this was happening? Grandma, you live in America.
Fair enough.
Anyways.
I think the season was pretty good. Definitely was the good balance of action and smut.
Yes.
I know Alex complained a little bit about there not being a big long story plot, but the story plot is we're introducing all the captains and we're introducing all the gods, and
so like that is the big story plot. Basically, they're like setting the stage for war is about to happen. This is our One Piece flashback chapter.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's the setup.
That explains why that neck flicking scene was kind of peak.
Just having read the manga a little bit further than where we're at
like
now. 5. Let's just say, Matt's Vor awakening is really gonna come into play next season.
Oh boy! Hey!
Oh boy! We're watching season 3 of this.
You know it, baby. Let's go.
Oh, and guess we gotta watch them.
Animating season 3 of this in my mind's eye right now.
Matt, what aren't you? You get to go to the Odyssey premiere. I'm sure you're going to the Spider-Man premiere. You're almost certainly going
Are you
to the
fucking
Doomsday
high?
You're going to the non-CGI version of the Doomsday premiere.
No.
No.
I'm going to the DC release of the Doomsday movie.
Oh, speaking of DC, I can't believe they took the easy route with their live service game and made DC KO. What a bunch of limp dick fucking losers.
No, actual.
Oh my god.
They made a like 2-player or a tag fighting game that is just a straight rip of 2XKO. Mind you, I got into the beta of 2XKO and I had plenty of fun with it, but I'm not overly fond of 2XKO. And I will brazenly say this is a bald-faced ripoff. It's not a copy, it's a ripoff. They said, oh, Blitzcrank? Nah, we're actually just going to do fucking Stretchy Rubber Man. Reed Richards, sorry.
Plastic Man. But yeah.
They're all the same. Stretchy Rubber Man. Luffy.
No, they're not. They are not all the same. They're not. There are distinct differences between them. Distinct differences.
Can't tell Luffy's me the best. That Luffy is Rubber Band Man from Static Shock is not the exact same guy as fucking Plastic Man.
No, they're different.
Rubber Band Man was cool. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Oh my god, dude! Static is such a black series. Rubber Band Man is cool. Rubber Band Man is cool. Matt's not wrong about this, but his plasticity is not the same as Plastic Man's plasticity.
I acknowledge Rubber Band Man never once took his face and morphed it into the face of somebody else.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same. Luffy is overall the best of all the stretchy characters, though, followed by Plastic. Oh man, dude.
Yeah, you didn't think I knew about that, did you?
Yeah, I figured we all do. That was a pool. That was a pool.
No, I grew up somewhat cultured. I get it.
Yeah, I mean, I have. I've been reading through
fuck.
the redo of Static myself, so I'm right there.
I love that. I love that
fire.
was just sitting on hand. That's so fire.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that are fire, the voice acting for this season was incredible. Not just fantastic, it was incredible.
Did you watch dub or sub?
Oh, obviously I watched the dub. You know,
yeah.
I'm going to tell you one name, and then you're going to understand why I watched the dub.
No, you cut out.
Yeah, you cut out there.
I shouldn't have whispered. I was trying to be dramatic. Jad Saxton. My actual goat. She was the newest of the Thunder Gods. And you know what? Thankfully, she was kind of the most focal point of the season.
Bro, Ben Bakugo's voiced by Ai Farazao. She is, in fact, best girl automatically. That's Charlene's voice actress.
We do also know that Gina Bison, who is probably going to be a fairly regularly recurring character as we get more inter-squad interactions, assuming more like tournament arc shit will pop up like that. Also, voiced by Brittany Karbowski.
Oh, she's like a legend.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. They can afford her?
They have like real voice actors for this show. It's not like they had to just grab somebody that was willing to like moan into a microphone for money. They went out and they got like they scouted talent and then paid them to moan into a microphone.
I mean, if they didn't like doing it, some of them wouldn't have been doing it this long.
No, absolutely. True. Absolutely. It sounds sexist, and it probably was, but also at the same time, I have the utmost respect. There's a reason I gush so effusively over them. They are just recurring characters. I can't refer to real people as characters. Hold on. They are emblematic of a recurring theme in my life where I always seem to recognize their voices because they are becoming somewhat iconic. And I'm not talking about recognizing their voices like, oh, that's Chris Pratt as Mario. Ha ha ha. No, I mean like you recognize their work.
Yeah. Speaking of Brittany Karbowski, I didn't realize she was Wendy Marble from Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick. It's kind of sick. We love Wendy.
Brittany's in awesome. Like everything, man.
Trying to remember which cartoon she's in.
Like regular cartoon?
Yeah, like American
like Cartoon Network cartoon?
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
You know, we've talked about it on the podcast before. It's come up, I think, during a non-anime April.
Probably has.
Or an animation, sorry. They're all the same bit.
They are kind of the same bit.
Anywho, yeah, voice acting incredible, animation incredible. It was very, very good last season. It seems like they've maintained the quality, but my assumption, and I can't actually speak anything on this as far as it being real, but my assumption would be that by having the two separate studios, they found a way to kind of split the load so that way, one, people weren't being so drastically overworked, but two, I think they probably like had a dedicated team for the action scenes to make sure that we saw like the utmost consistency there, as opposed to, you know, just whoever was available from a large pool of artists that they all trust. I think they...
Yeah, we had one team dedicated to the action, one team dedicated to the smut.
Hey, you're our boob bounce guy. Yeah, he's going to get a lot of work this year.
I mean, there were people getting paid several thousands of dollars just to perfectly sculpt Bayonetta's ass. So there's a boob bounce guy.
Of course there's a boob bounce guy. And his name is Allen Iverson.
Oh,
Sorry, I should have said Claude.
That would be the answer.
I should have said Claude. Whatever.
Please don't. I've been getting Claude ads on YouTube, and I fucking hate them so much.
Well, that's what happens.
I hate them so much.
That's what happens.
It's what happens.
In regards to, I already kind of mentioned that we didn't really get a whole lot of time with the original cast of characters outside of the commander, and then we got the, we're just going to call it the Zenin family arc.
Oh, that's right. There was a Zenin family arc.
Yeah,
we got the Zenin family arc, and then we found out that one of the Zenin clan actually has a curse technique that allows her to copy the curse techniques of others that she's close to. Not even having to imbibe their flesh. She just borrows them. Fucking Yudo Kotsu, also of the Zenin clan, believe it or not. That was cool. That was pretty sweet. She went Super Saiyan Blue. Huge fan, especially with Dragon Ball Super coming back soon. It's going to be the Moro arc, which is probably the best arc in all of Super.
Yeah, but does it touch Cell games?
Not on an emotional level, but on an action level, yes.
That's the emotions in the Cell games.
Mostly. But I would say in regards to this one, we see for the Moro arc throughout all of Super, I think this is the arc where we will see the most growth out of Goku and Vegeta. Not like personal emotional growth. I mean, a little bit there because that'll be like a key part of Vegeta kind of understanding like the power that he's about to unlock. But it's when things finally start to just stop being like, oh, they went blue again. They finally hit their divergent paths where it's like, oh, Goku has Ultra Instinct, Vegeta has Ultra Ego, and you kind of see how those one manifest into what they kind of, the potential that they lay out in front of them to become. So I'm very, 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 very excited. And also the manga's coming back soon. Back to Chain Soldier. We want to just talk about all the squad captains, or do we not give a fuck?
We can talk about the squad captains.
We can talk about the squad captains. We know Kyoka.
I'll try to talk about the squad captains.
Yeah, we know Kyoka. She's great. We know Tenka. She's great. They both regularly reward Yuki on account of, you know, one of them likes him and the other one has to. That's kind of my favorite part, by the way, is like, it's not even like fake tsundere shit because like it's organic. They don't want to be doing this shit. They hate you. But you know what? They're also rubbing their breasts in your face. So you're going to have to live with it. Sorry, Buster. I mean, oh no, guys, please stop sucking me off. Oh no, this is so embarrassing.
There's the good bit with the second squad commander, the fighter chick, the wannabe Bakugo.
Yes.
And she's watching the two of them give him a reward. One which is being a forcible reward, the other is Tenka just doing it, and she's like, wait, your body's not even moving on its own. How are you just stripping naked right now? And she's just like, well, you know,
some of us just built different.
And
teleports out of her clothing.
Mira over here just like, I could never, just like walking in on the reward and being like,
God, it was such a good bit. She said, no, I'm going to reward you too. Wait, this is what the reward is? Ew.
You're right.
Ew. I don't want to do this anymore.
Me naked about to get into the bath. A woman in the locker room. Ew. Yep, that's the dream. Buddy. That's the dream, I wish. Anyways.
Pause there for a second. I'm going to let that one just sit in the room.
Anyways.
Let Matt
Thanks,
guys.
Think
about what he said there.
I really appreciate it. Letting that one percolate. Yep. The damage has been done. I can't turn around.
Nope. Matt said I want to be Jiraiya.
No, I'm not trying to
He's not trying, he is. He is Jiraiya.
That's what it is.
I'm not trying to Louis C.K. in the women's locker room. I'm trying to be shamed in the men's locker room by a woman. I'm not the pervert. She's the pervert.
No. I think you're the pervert. I'd gander a guess.
By the way, speaking of perverts, one of the best bits in all of Chainsmoker Cat is there's a Tyler Durden bit in the intro where like there's a single frame splice of the landlord having a big hard dick.
No, there isn't.
There is. It's very funny.
You're lying.
It's very funny. It's super real.
Lying.
I'm not kidding.
Is he being for real, Tristan?
It's incredibly truthful.
I don't know about the...
You think I would lie about dicks? Of all things? I would lie about seeing dicks?
I'm clipping that.
I might lie about sucking dicks, but I'd never lie about seeing or showing hog. Anyhow.
You know what? His enthusiasm makes me believe.
Makes me believe harder for him, yeah.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
He's really
makes me believe something was hard, all right.
It was the landlord.
In the dub.
That too, though. I do be watching this shit in the dub. We had Kyoka, Tenka, we had Mira, we had I can't think of her name. The
Belle Tsukiyono?
No, Miss Yakumo, the horny one.
Yakumo Ezo, yeah, I do.
She was Inasa from My Hero Academia. She had the wind powers. We had the redhead girl that looks like the generic main character from Pal World. The Nepo baby. Sorry, she was inheriting the commander job from like her grandma or some bullshit.
Konomi?
Oh, yeah, Konomi.
Maybe, I don't remember.
One
of the two we didn't see naked.
Yeah, Kono Tatara.
Yeah,
she's 15, so I don't think we want to see her naked.
Well, you know.
Oh, no, I think you've said enough, probably.
It's the show. It's the show. It's the show. We also had, I don't even think we ever got introduced to her by name, but Varvara.
I don't think we got introduced.
There was like a very, very short interaction where she saw Yuki walking down the hallway and like glared at him around the corner or some shit, like a little creep, which I imagine she's going to be like a little mousy pervert at some point in the future, whatever.
Not she's on some freak shit there. Then, yeah.
Oh, for sure. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're missing the Azuma family.
Yes, that was the last one. Was the head of the Azuma family. Not the matriarch of the Azuma family, the head of the family, specifically.
You talking grandma?
Well, no, grandma's the matriarch. The head of the family is the new strongest.
Yeah, because it was Hamari Azuma, and then her mom. Yeah, Fubuki Azuma.
Yes, very much so.
Matt, last week when Matt said, "I just want a mommy-daughter scene." Well, Matt,
no, I didn't say I wanted a mommy-daughter scene.
That's what you said.
I said I wanted an incest scene. That's different.
That's pretty much what you got.
Yeah, we kind of got that in here.
It would have been perfectly acceptable for it to also be like sisters or something. Or like stepbrother.
You specifically said mom and daughter.
Did I? I mean, I was excited for the character.
You did.
There was the one panel which animated very well, where she was rewarding Yuki in the middle of the fight, and the mom shows up and she's like, "Come on now, you have to do better than that."
Yep.
The classic,
like that fucking guy with the fucking dollar on the fishing line.
No, it's just like in those Overwatch videos you watch on that one site where Widowmaker walks up to Tracer and says, "No, you got to do Mercy like this."
I'm gonna need a link. I'm very confused.
Okay, actually, you know what? Let me see if I can find it. I'm sure that fucking
Okay, good. No, Alex, I'm not that kind of confused. The other kind of confused.
Yeah.
Anyways, we met all the commanders. We got to see most of them have cool powers. Most of them tried to bang Yuki. And then we still don't know all of the Thunder Gods, like by powers and all. We got very loosely introduced to them at the very, very end of the season.
Yeah, they had their captain's meeting.
They did, and it was kind of cool. I will say they seem to have their own chained employee situation going on, because their solution at the end of the meeting was, well, we have to do something to go fight the Demon Defense Corps. And they settled on, oh, we'll just take all of these employees that we have, that we gave powers to, and have them do our bidding.
Yeah, exactly. And then if one of them does really good, they get a promotion to our status.
They get a reward. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
So, are we the baddies?
They're treating their employees better. They give them a chance at promotion.
That's what it is. Man, I don't necessarily need a promotion, but you can't tell me there's no upward mobility from houseboy.
What do you mean? I didn't think you would ever want to be promoted.
I don't need the promotion. But like, other people are more ambitious than me. Somebody might one day want to be promoted to house husband in 15 FPS.
Still be a good show, though.
It is. It's so good.
Still good, yeah.
We don't need to go through all the nitty gritty of all the different gods and their powers, because we only know like 4 of them, and only one of them matters. Maybe 2 of them, admittedly.
Yeah, I mean, the season mainly focused on Kusetsu.
Yep. Number 1 best god.
Really? I thought that was Yahweh.
I mean, by the criteria of like smiting people with plagues, probably. I would say
that's the only
I would say undefeated in that regard.
Yeah.
By that I mean no human has ever smited Yahweh with a plague before. So Yahweh probably like 500, humans 0. Kusetsu was great. We learned a lot from her about how the gods kind of operate. One, in terms of the, like, we never truly die, you know, like you consume divine essence or whatever, so now I live inside of you. And I'm sure in the future there will be a way that she manifests or something, because her whole thing was like, or not her whole thing, but they were talking about like the Demon Defense Corps when they found out that she was living inside of him. Their whole thing was like, oh, well, maybe we can find a way to like communicate with her and like learn information or whatever. So whether that's just bro falls asleep and she tries to fuck him in his dreams or something, or they find a way to astral project, who knows? But Kusetsu, Jad Saxton, gonna be around for a minute. She has no physical form to be slain in, therefore she can never be written out of the show entirely. Pretty good.
Unless we kill the main character.
We're not doing that.
This shit. We could Kamina the fuck out of this.
Well, Kamina was never the main character.
Yes, he was. For those first 6 episodes, he was.
It was always Simone.
I disagree.
We can literally watch the show and you'll see how it's always been shown from Simone's perspective, and how he just idolized Kamina so much that it felt like Kamina was the main character in the show and Simone's life.
I would say that makes Kamina the main character.
Not, it's just one of the most important side characters of all time.
I disagree. Much in the way that I would think Bakugo's the main character.
Okay, that's objectively false.
Deku wouldn't have superpowers without him.
He probably would, though, because Deku would have done that for anyone.
Nah, man. If Bakugo didn't get grabbed by the slime monster, Deku never would have gotten powers.
I'd argue that if anybody was grabbed by the slime monster, Deku would have jumped into action because he's a true hero.
No. He saw plenty of tragedies happen all the time and just fanboyed about all the heroes using their powers. Until it was Bakugo, he never actually took that step. That was the point of the Notebook. Once he realized he himself was a hero and not a spectator, he got rid of the Notebook.
Touché.
So anyways, Then Bakugo, best character, both in this and also gushing over magical girls. Who would have thunk it?
An archetype that doesn't fail.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good, man. Other things that don't fail are the Grand Regent of the Demon Defense Corps. She's not a commander, so she gets talked about separately in her own section.
I mean, she's the commander of the commanders.
Yeah, she's the damn queen of the fucking castle, man. Apparently, she's in Washington, D.C.
Yeah,
and she can still use her fucking space lasers to nuke people out of the sky.
Specifically, non-Jewish space lasers. Non-Jewish. Just regular space lasers.
All I'm saying is it was fired from Washington, D.C.
She was in Washington, D.C.
Yeah. So was George Soros.
Or no, so was BB.
Guys, I don't even fucking know who George Soros is. That's the best part of this whole bit.
That is probably the best part. Yeah.
I very much recognize he's Jewish. Based on context clues. But it was very interesting that she not only has like the 6 eyes, but she also has Goketsu's fruit. Not Goketsu. That's not his fucking name. I don't give a shit. Fuck One Piece, man. Sengoku. Oh my god. All I had to do was look at my one-eyed cat. He looked really disappointed. No, his name is Guppy, like the cat from Isaac.
Like the Binding of Isaac?
Yeah, because like the Binding of Isaac, the cat's name is Guppy, and then you find Guppy's head, and you find Guppy's paw, and you find Guppy's tail, find Guppy's eye, you find Guppy's collar, you find Guppy's hairball, and turns out your cat's been cut into a dozen different fucking pieces.
Well, it also turns out you're actually trapped in a toy chest and dying.
Not dying. Flourishing.
Flourishing in your imagination, dead in the real world.
Ascending. I'll meet you in the middle.
There we go, yeah.
Speaking of ascending,
ascendance on it.
You ever just want to like become a god? Okay, what about becoming part of a god?
Yeah, sure. I'll be God's toenail.
Yeah. I don't think it's up to you though, because once she consumes you, you just kind of get, divvied up based on like what she needs, I guess. For like nutrition.
I'll let myself be assimilated.
Yeah, I'll assimilate into the one mind. I'll join the high C fantasy at the end of Evangelion.
Catch me trying to sneak in at the end of an assimilation like Human Centipede. Grabbed onto the guy's ankles in front of me, trying to squeeze myself in.
Wait,
Take me with him! Take me with him!
Why are you going to the back of the Human Centipede? You sneak into the front of the Human Centipede.
No, because like she starts assimilating the person she wants to eat, like Mira, who's useful. And then I jump in and like I grab onto Mira's ankles, and instead of pulling her out, I hold on and like I'm pushing her in and trying to climb in on top while the hole's open.
I guess if it's only one person in front of you in the Human Centipede, it's not that bad.
Yeah, we're talking like
it's still bad.
Like Last Man on the Escape Pod type shit.
Some people may find the rear of the Human Centipede the best position. I feel like it just depends on what flicks your fancies.
I don't want to think about those types of people.
Can we be real?
You're right.
Can we be real? At what point?
No, let's be imaginary.
At what point do you just stop tasting it?
Probably after day 4.
Like realistically, like it's not just shit. It's like shit processed into further shit. So it's probably like fucking like it probably just flows at that point.
Yeah, you just have the straight IV. Straight.
Yeah. I think the shit loses all nutritional context and flavor around person 3.
That's probably.
Right? I'd probably say by person 2, but
I mean, if I'm being real, like maybe we just intentionally give person 1 cyclospora.
True.
You don't want that on people. No, honestly, my body hates me. I went from essentially having cyclospora to having this upper respiratory infection. My body's like, we're speedrunning death.
All right, so this is for the buddies only segment of the podcast, but on the real,
anymore.
I've been shitting, guys. I've been fucking shitting.
Yeah,
I'm not going to the doctor about it, but I've been fucking cooked.
That's how I was.
Unk is fucking chopped.
Yeah, that's how I was. That and just getting like instantly tired in the fever. It's so bad. It was not fun. And then I got mildly better. Went out, played basketball. Got sick the next day.
That's what you get for playing basketball.
I played by myself. There wasn't even another person.
That's the worst part.
That's the ball getting revenge.
Yeah, they did get revenge.
You ever play with yourself and catch an STD?
Only occasionally.
Yeah.
Not until I get married and go to Vegas.
Like married
at that point, it stays in Vegas,
or get married in Vegas.
No. Not get married in Vegas. That's too cliche. Get married in a courthouse, then go to Vegas.
Why not? I'll marry you in Vegas. I don't give a fuck.
No, because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So if you get married in Vegas, you technically didn't get married once you move back.
Yeah. Conversely, if you get married in Vegas, maybe you're never allowed to leave.
Or am I staying at the Lotus Hotel from the Percy Jackson series?
I was thinking Hotel California, but
very similar to that. But I'd say instead of eating flowers, you're probably eating. Can I curse on this stream?
Whenever we
got permission. You're probably eating ass because you're married. That's what people
married people do.
Yeah, that's what people wait for marriage to do. In the era where we're all just fucking,
True. You gotta save the romance for marriage, like
exactly.
Eating ass.
Exactly. I can't just give it all up on the first date. No, ma'am, you're gonna lick my butthole when we're married. Sorry, you're not going to lick my butthole until we're married. Hold on, that sounded much more severe than I intended.
Till there's a ring on it. No Remy's till there's a ring, is what you're
saying.
Oh, I'm gonna put a ring on it, on her damn forehead.
Okay. Let's carry on.
Anyways. We got the inter-squad training arcs. Cool, fun, awesome. We didn't really have a tournament arc outside of the Zenin family. That was pretty cool. Seeing a little bit of the, oh, I'm Naoto Zenin, and I bullied you when you were a child. Oh, no, don't beat me up. Pretty cool. I love Jujutsu Kaisen, obviously.
Good character design. Who doesn't like a delinquent eye patch girl?
Truth. And then after all of that was finally like boiled down and over with, she said, I might not be able to win a fight, but I'm gonna fuck your boyfriend that you can't stand.
And then proceeds to not do that either.
Yeah. Because the grandma was there too, and she also wanted to fuck the weird dog boy.
I mean, the grandma literally had the fantasy of everybody in the family joining in because she thought Himari wouldn't be woman enough for him.
Yeah. Okay, so like, of all the 1,000-year-old lolly bits that we've ever seen in anime, how bullshit do you rank the explanation that she absorbs life energy to stay young, but the justification of the reason she stays so young being so that way she has a boatload of energy for healing people, like in case of emergencies?
I mean, it's lowly character for lowly character's sake. Like, I'm not gonna try and argue
like on the spectrum,
whatever non-existential
where do you put it?
Logic there is.
Where do you put it? Let's go. How bullshit is it?
Compared to some of the others, I'll probably put this, if we're doing like a ranking tier list, we'll put this in like D.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Just about that range. I'm glad we saw it in practice to kind of justify it further. But at the same time, that doesn't make it any less fucking stupid, especially since she used energy like out the ass to keep the one hands girl powered up for like, I don't know how much time actually passed, but it was multiple episodes in a row that she was just stalling out like barrages after barrages of attacks. It would have been nice to see her like visibly aging as they wore down or as they went on.
Yeah, but then that would ruin the lolly bit. Can't have it ruin the lolly bit.
That's exactly why it's still right there, like screaming on my bullshit meter. I think if they took the extra steps, I could have like gently applauded it and said like, no, you know what? I'm proud you at least did something with it. But it feels like they tried to do something with it in name only.
I mean, as like, are you asking like why she's a lolly? Like, how bullshit is that reason?
Like, how flimsy is the justification?
The justification's like rock solid, but I'd probably give it about a C tier personally.
Oh, okay. Speak on that.
Well, so like D tier is just like, oh, they're just like a young looking person in general. And like, as you're saying, she should like be growing older as she's releasing the energy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a C tier in this particular instance because they already have a lolly in the show for the lolly enjoyer. She's in the main squadron. It's the person that does the scouting.
Nen has yet to be sexualized, which is something I am still happy that has yet to happen.
Yeah,
exactly. So now it's
so like they have to have
tier.
Yeah, like they have a lolly that fucks.
They're specifically sexualizing this lolly. It's kind of like how Beatrice in ReZero is like a C tier lolly character for her being lolly, but then one of the gods, like one of the demon gods in ReZero, that's an A tier bullshit. Why is this person a lolly? You know what I mean? Because she's essentially wearing no clothes.
We might have our scales backwards. Tristan's saying D tier like it's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. Like S tier means like good tier lolly. Which there isn't.
I can't believe you made the
12
joke.
years a soldier.
So, you know,
I see, yeah.
The unobtainable rank, and then, you know, you have your regular ranks, which I would say is like, you know, probably C through F or whatever is lower than F.
I see. So if we're using that scale, I'd go
grosser and lamer, purer and reasonable.
I'd go C still. Yeah, she's right there in the middle.
I guess, you know what? When you say C and it's on the scale, it's right in the middle of the scale either way.
It's right.
Hold on.
Middle, like,
math checks out.
Like, yeah, math checks out on this one, yeah. And then I guess you would put the other one
like F
at like a low B. Like a low B because she's not sexualized.
Oh, Nen at like B, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, Nen is just a child. I wouldn't even call her a lolly. I think she's just like 12.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter because the point of it is that she's non-sexualized as far as characters in the show go.
She's 11.
Okay, yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
Yep. Yeah, so definitely don't sexualize that.
Interesting that she still does
The
chores.
Sisters All You Need.
No, I've already got a SysCon anime picked out.
Oh, are we doing SysCon September?
No, my list is too good to change already.
Next year, let's do SysCon September.
We can.
Can I just redo Oshinoko?
You'll just have to do the next season of it.
We did not do the most recent season, so yeah.
What is that, season 3?
Yeah, it's the frill season. It's the best season.
Yeah, I think 4 will be out by then too, so you can do season 3 and 4.
And season 4 is probably going to wrap it up, so yeah, we can do that.
I could see
Unless they do it in a movie. I could see them doing a movie.
I was promised 6 seasons in a movie back in the 2000s, and that never manifested.
I mean, we were promised 10 years of Destiny, and we got 10 years of Destiny.
Y'all fucking with that new marathon shit? It's basically Destiny raids.
It's not Destiny.
I wouldn't know. I didn't play
Destiny.
Marathon's
not a bad game. I just actually would need 2 other people to play it with me.
So, like...
For me to, like, actually play it, I would need 2 other people.
The only aspect of it I have any interest in is the PvE. And Jake and I were talking about it before. Shout out, by the way. There is a little bit of like a hoop that I feel like needs to be jumped through before I justify spending money on the game. Where like I want to make sure that it's going to be something that continues to exist because it's live service and shit just gets shut down out of nowhere these days. I want to make sure like it has a solid player base, not like a player base that I like interacting with, just a recurring player base or a consistent player base.
Well, unfortunately before we even talk about playing Marathon, it's on the no-buy list at the moment, as it is entirely a Sony first-party studio game.
I mean, realistically, we're Halo guys. We're Halo guys! Of course we don't buy Destiny!
I mean, that's another topic in and of itself, but like Sony in particular needs to sort this out and like give us, like talk to us, actually, unironically. They can't just be quiet about this. So I'm like actually not. I don't know if I'd take Sony money right now.
Class action lawsuit. Let's get it.
Normally, I mean, yeah.
You hurt my feelings for the last time.
But like, I'm even considering canceling my Wolverine pre-order. Like, it's that serious right now.
I wouldn't. But it's gonna be gas.
I mean, it's gonna be gas. Like, it's gonna be good.
It's the same way. Like, we're buying Halo. Like, I fucking loathe Microsoft, especially now. But we're buying Halo. Let's be real. Like, we're gonna play the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy Halo because it's gonna be the only Halo game I can actually like feasibly play until I upgrade my computer. But like, yeah, we already talked about it, but I already know the boycott is over because they released the shitty ports of Black Ops 1 and 2, and those things sold instantly.
Yeah.
So it's Jover. Like, it's
gamers
Jover.
Do be like that. It's a symptom.
But you know, I will keep to myself and continue to buy my disc on either used or at rates that Sony would literally only be getting less than $10 from my disc purchase.
At least while you can.
Well, you see, after 2028, they get no money for my disc purchase because I'm buying used disc.
Sure. I bet if you asked Ren Yamashiro, she could make it so that they make discs again.
I do agree Ren Yamashiro wins Best Girl of the Show for me.
Right. It was very, very notable that not just whatever she has, like the god powers, but it was very notable that there was such a drastic change to Yuki's form when she mounted him or whatever, or took the chains. Which kind of got my brain spinning a little bit, and not in a like, oh, ha ha ha, shown in anime slop kind of way, and more of like how does the scaling of this work in terms of like how his power set is determined by his rider or his current like owner, handler, whatever you want to refer to them as, employer?
Thank
you. Because like early on, we saw him very clearly taking on the traits of the power set of the people who were holding his reins. Where like, you know, at first it was very clear when it was like Shoo, you know, he became very, very strong, but very, very like stiff and immobile. When it was Nen, he wasn't exactly like useful for combat, but like he had these sensory range that put hers to shame because they were working in conjunction. With Kyoka, you know, it's all about like very, very clear cut, like precise movement and control. And kind of an oddball with the Zenin girl, where he's just faster. It doesn't really have anything to do with like her power being like adaptability, basically. But now here in season 2, every single time he was mounted by a commander, we saw something that either tied into them spiritually or tied into their power set until we got to Ren Yamashiro, where he just turned into like an ungodly, like horrific abomination. So that makes me wonder things about her. Like what in her is being reflected that is what he becomes.
I mean, it could also just be one of those things where with the main squad, because it was still a new power, he could kind of manifest them better, and then he's been passed around and has leveled up, even to the point where Kyoka knows that he is strong, like noticeably stronger than when he first was obedient. I think it would just be one of those things where he's at a strength level where he can handle most of the commanders. It's just her power is still so insane.
So he becomes unstable because he cannot match her level.
Yeah.
Or he cannot contain her power as a vessel. The same way same way Yuji ate too many Sukuna fingers and could not quell the possession.
I think it's something like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
That being said, it's smutty summer, so maybe we're thinking too hard.
That part.
Not the end of the world, though. We saw all the new forms. That was cool. It seems like half of them are just for transportation. Not the end of the world. I mean, we saw the cool fucking motorcycle tricks where they were breathing fire and doing fucking like donuts and shit, whatever. But realistically, like, of the 4 different commander powers we saw him like interface with this season, if we count Ren, I guess, one of them was just, I fly really fast, like faster than you can fly by yourself. And the other one was literally Utna.
I mean, it goes to Utna, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Utna would probably be.
It's the best bit in the entire show. Is just the recurring Mira bits. And then with all of that kind of culminating, we had the big like outbreak at the end where Kusetsu showed up and summoned all the bad guys because she was upset that her freezer got raided. Her refrigerator full of bodies was emptied out, and you know what? I get it. Sometimes gal gets hungry. And you know what? Girl dinner means making do with what you got. So she ate Mira.
Girl dinner.
And then cloned herself a bunch. And then got the shit kicked out of her. Partially by Mira, who was inside of her. When they saved Mira, they also saved the other 2 monster girls that were friends with Yuki's sister. Very interesting to kind of get that, like, veil peeled back into like what the god's power set really is, especially since once the people were taken out of her, she turned into a Wonder Egg.
A bit of a priority, if you will.
Well, you know what? Popping her like a damn balloon was Kyoka's priority, I'll tell you what. That was tragic. That was devastating for me, only to find out that turns out it was a vessel containing her spirit, and we didn't need it because Yuki is also a vessel containing her spirit. So one of these days she's going to say in chain, and then she's going to make Megumi eat her fingers.
Think that's a spoiler?
Fuck. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so that part of the
sorry, it's
the
been like it's been like 3
years. Has not occurred.
It's been like 3 years. It occurred.
Actually, it has occurred. The actions have been taken care of, but
that shit was like COVID era.
How most people have witnessed this, it has not occurred.
No, you're right. You're right. We're gonna have to edit this. By we, I mean you.
No. No, the only thing I'm editing specifically is you saying you would never lie about Dick.
And
that's going
hopefully in a positive light.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to remember what you said an hour ago.
Guys, there was context. There was context. What was the context for I would never lie about Dick? Please share with me. Yes, Your Honor. I actually would lie about Dick.
Just sleeping with it, but never seeing it or presenting it.
Might lie about sucking dick. Anywho.
But yeah.
You know, sometimes you see a landlord dick and you're very impressed by it. Something else that impressed me was my favorite character. We should all say our favorite characters who impressed us. I think everybody knows our favorite characters.
I mean, I think it's Mira. And then the captain of captains, right? I'm voting for Rin Yamashiro, personally.
Tristan, what do you got?
I'm going for Yakumo, the overly handsy one.
Yeah, Miss Yakumo.
That's another
good
one.
Fucking funny.
That's another good one.
No, I have a bunch of sisters. That's why I'm like this. I have sisters too, and I'm not like that.
Don't mind me being all tied up, which I could totally get out of at any moment.
Fucking like rips her thumbs off so she can get out of the bindings. I'm at a loss. Can I be real?
You know it's Mira. You know.
Can I be real? Can I be real?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna kill me with hammers if I say this?
Depends on what you say.
Yeah, it depends.
I'll only hold it against you.
Mira's so fucking cool, but I'm a Kusetsu stan.
That's fair.
That's fair. I know how much you like the kaijus.
It's not just the kaijus. It's not just the monster girls. It's not just Jad Saxton. It's not just that she invades your dreams and...
Yeah, it's all of it wrapped into one.
Yeah. If you like that, there might be a character in Slime that might be for you as well.
No, I'm never watching that shit again.
Oh, Slime's so good.
Slime's fantastic. I mean, what are you talking about?
For y'all, maybe.
Slime's like good. Slime's good, and the main character is Brittany Karbowski.
No,
what the fuck are you talking about?
I only like good isekai.
So Slime.
Yeah,
no, this is good isekai. One. This is good. You can't say that, Tristan. You cannot use that phrase, Tristan. Not on my channel.
This isn't isekai though.
This is my favorite isekai.
It's not isekai.
Why not?
What do you mean?
There's no death and reincarnation.
He reincarnated in the world of people who get pussy.
That's just the regular world. But no, yeah, this isn't an isekai.
Anyways, this is the Antibuddies. We've been talking too much. We're gonna do our jobs a little bit more efficiently down the stretch here. because the next segment is called Would You Rather? Would you rather do recommendations or scores?
We could do Rex and then score it and get out of here.
Yeah.
Whichever. Yeah. I don't care. Not both, though.
If you like Chain Soldier Season 2 and you like Chain Soldier Season 1, you'd probably like High School DxD Season 3.
No, Season 3's bad. No, Season 4 is bad. Season 4 is bad. I think Season 3 is different. I think Season 3, he gets like the full dragon armor and like meets the fucking dragon or some shit. And then Season 4 is the bad one. Or maybe 5 is the bad one? I don't fucking know.
Well, if you like this and want to be a houseboy, you should watch Mother of the Goddesses Dormitory.
Oh, how interesting.
This is true. I'm surprised Matt hasn't put this in the list yet.
I didn't know this was like a whole archetype of anime. I thought it was just a fetish that I had.
No,
sorry, a career that I want for myself. Anybody hiring?
It's a very popular career path, you could say. It's like how engineering was really popular for 15 years, and now they're all out of luck.
Oh. Okay. I think if you like Chained Employee Season 2, you should smoke pot and watch Ninja Turtles.
Shit. What if you don't like Chain Soldier? Can you still do that? I'll do it.
I mean,
which iteration of Ninja Turtles? I feel like that.
The 2012 one.
You know what?
The Nickelodeon one?
Yes.
Actually, wait. No, I'm thinking of the 2000s one.
The 2012 one that looked like it was the origin of like the Pixar animation style.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah. But I'll watch it.
I mean, I'll watch any TMNT. If I'm being completely real, I don't have standards when it comes to things like that and X-Men.
Same. Oh, speaking of which, X-Men 97 Season 2 still good.
I will openly say that it's good. I fucking can't stand like half the subject matter, and I will say it's good. It's very good.
I mean, I think we got done with the time travel stuff pretty quickly.
Yeah,
at least
but I think we're
two of the characters.
I think we're dangerously close to a mind control arc.
But it wouldn't be X-Men without a mind control arc.
Yeah, I mean, oops, all telepaths.
Yeah, and they do accidentally have a lot of telepaths. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, if you want an actual recommendation, I guess I'll just say like the website I was watching on kept telling me I should watch Inuyasha, and I thought that was pretty funny on account of like the pretty drastic difference in tone. But I'm going to recommend a different anime about dogs. I'm going to recommend the one where you're reincarnated as a dog. And maybe you have an owner that likes dogs. Maybe your owner is like Ren Yamashiro.
Like she loves dogs.
She wants her dog to not bite her. Otherwise, they'll have to be taught a lesson. I don't know what it's called, but watch dog anime. I'm going to watch dog anime.
My life is Inu-san's dog.
That's the one. My life is Ren Yamashiro's dog. Hashtag blessed. Put some numbers on this bad boy.
Yeah, I'll slap down 8 newly introduced commanders out of 10.
Oh, how interesting.
Oh, do this 6 new transformations out of 10.
That's very nifty. I'm going to cause problems today.
It's got to be a 10.
No. Oh, God, I wish. God, I fucking wish. We came so close. We flew too close to the sun. Unfortunately, I'm only going to have to give this one 9 members of the Ozma family out of 10.
Which actually rounds it up to an 8. I can't stand you guys.
I mean, listen. Also watch. Maybe jork it a little bit, That's kind of just the default process for watching this show.
Well, speaking of watch, what are we watching next week?
We're not.
Well,
we're not. We're quitting the podcast. Smutty summer is over. There's no reason for us to come back.
Okay, listen, just because you're not a sapiosexual doesn't mean I'm not a sapiosexual.
No, I'm an apiosexual.
Ally Spice was the only one to preserve their academic integrity.
And if you're down here in the South, like a few of us here on this podcast are, the summer is just now kicking off, really. It's genuinely kicking off this week. It's going to be so awesome for this next month where every day is going to feel like Satan's asshole. Yeah. But the next show, which, I'm putting on Smutty Summer because it's definitely smut for me, but it's not the sexual type of smut. It's the story type of smut. We're watching Witch Hat Atelier.
Alex, they're like 8.
I know, I'm like, weird way to introduce it as a smut show.
Keyfree. What the fuck are you talking about? Keyfree really came out of the husbando factory.
You know what? That's true. That is very true.
Like, that's one way to look at it, but he's an adult man that's collecting young girls. They're not lollies. They're just children.
Yeah, but he's not being weird with them.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I guess I'll find out when I watch the show, because I didn't watch it weekly, unlike you two.
He's not assaulting them, but he's being very weird around them.
I don't know if making them dinner and allowing them to live in his place while he teaches them a unique craft that was lost to the art of humanity, lost to the civilization of humanity, except for a select few, would be considered weird. Anything you could call that endearing?
You could call it endearing. I'm sure there are plenty of other people that would also find it very endearing to take 4 young girls that they're not related to and live with them in an isolated cabin that their parents do not know the location of or have any means of accessing.
Oh, when
no, it's a good show. It's a good show.
Put it that way, it
but
sounds
the dynamic is very odd. But it is a good show. We're gonna have fun with it.
That is what we're watching next week. I'm super excited. I rewatched the first 2 episodes because that's all I had watched beforehand, and I am excited about it. Very excited. And season 2 is already confirmed, which is awesome.
Yeah.
They don't have a piss bit.
So? It's fucking magic. I expect all of us to conduct our own spells for the podcast, the show.
Oh, God.
My spell is just a bunch of little twisting motions.
Actually, I will not reveal what my spell is, but I will make one.
Motherfuckers be like, what does this spell do? And I say, just wait until I stop twisting.
Yes, and this doesn't matter if you're listening to this on your podcast platform of choice, but if you do join us on Twitch, over at Twitch TV /doobie_howitzer, we will not be live on Sunday or Monday next week. We'll be live later in the week because one of us has life plans going on. So we will be back with that, and we will also be back with Buddy's Gate and maybe Halo. Tristan plays Halo for the first time.
I mean, we're 100% going to be back with Halo, just not
we're
for
gonna
another
be back
like
with
week
Halo.
and a little bit of change, maybe.
Yeah.
How do we feel about doing a Buddy's Gate now?
I could play for like 2 hours, but that's it.
Okay, I'm done. Yeah. I need a break though.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
I'm gonna throw us at the. I'm gonna throw the Maya screen up, and we're gonna take a $5. Fuck around with TTS. Fuck around with whatever you want. Don't get me banned while I'm gone.
Yes,
we'll be back. Get a band.
This is where I type like the N-word with a hard R or something in the TTS.
Whoa,
guys, how could you get me banned? I got myself banned.
We just finished Chain Soldier, don't do that.
Alright, we just finished Chained Employee. I would never.